Hello there, Mr. Boyd, and everyone that decided to watch my vlog. And today I'm supposed to make a vlog about the bureaucracy, and I found an article on LA Times about how in Kansas they're having an issue because some of the schools in the less wealthy districts are being underfunded because when the recession hit back in when the recession hit, I guess like 2009 or whatever, they stopped funding a lot of the less schools in the less wealthy parts of Kansas because they started funding based on property taxes, and so the schools in the less wealthy parts would be underfunded rather than schools that were they were both like two public schools, but one was in like a I guess rougher section of town would be underfunded because they'd fund based on the property taxes. And the same public school, just being a more upper class part of Kansas, would also be given more funds because it was in a I guess wealthier part of Kansas because the property taxes were higher. So this led to the issue that the government was funding schools in better, more wealthy districts more rather than other schools. And they're starting to fix this problem in Kansas because the Supreme Court ruled it unconstitutional that they couldn't do that. And I thought that's tied into bureaucracy because it has to deal with how the bureaucracy of Kansas, it would be like the education bureaucracy in Kansas has to deal with the allocation of money, and how the Supreme Court found it unconstitutional what they were doing. In Kansas, the bureaucracy wasn't doing their job. They were underfunding schools. If you read the article, you can see. Anyway, my opinion on this is that even though it is really hard to allocate all the money, and it can be really hard to figure all that stuff out, the bureaucracy should be able to do it, because that's the point of the bureaucracy is instead of just having like just the president or just the mayor of wherever this article was in Texas, or not Texas, Kansas, to have to make a decision like that. He can let it trickle down into the bureaucracy, and they can figure things out like how exactly how much money should be allocated and all this other stuff, rather than just one person would have to make that decision. So that's my vlog, and thank you for watching.